Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to share a scrapbook.com swap I'm in. This is for a die cut and packaging swap, and it's going out in the mail today. We had to do 10 die cuts and then package them individually and then put them in packaging itself. So I think we all did more than just one each of 10 different cuts. So anyway, this is my packaging. I am part of a Shabby group, and this is how I chose to cut and package. Almost all of these are using Prima's papers, primarily from Hobby Lobby. This one is a Meet Me in Paris. It's a DCWV paper pad, and I'll go into all of those paper pads at the end that I used for the swap. So starting out here, this is the first swap. I can't actually remember which paper this is, but I will show the pads that I used. I just can't think of the name of it offhand here. So this wrap is a sari silk that I bought from Etsy. The little copper keys came from Michael's $1.50 bin, and now I'm caught. Hang on here. Apparently, okay, there. So anyway, the sari silk is wrapped around. It's looped through an eyelet in the paper front here. It's doubled up and tied, and this all came from Wendy's Journaling Adventures on her YouTube channel there, so thank you, Wendy, for that. And then she just wrapped it around her little albums and then just stuck it down through. So that's just nice. So you can have an expanding album that way. So the papers that I used, again, are primarily Prima's. But anyway, so there's the album itself, muslin, and then a 4x3 die cut, some lace on all four of these, and then 3 buttons on each one. So the die cuts I chose were the bows from Allie's. The extra tag toppers too came from Allie. These doilies are from Our Daily Bread Designs that I picked up at a local scrapbook expo, I think last year actually. And this is a paper from that album too. The tags are from Alina Crafts on Allie, and it's three of the different tag sizes. The green scroll work, I believe I got at Michael's. And then the butterflies are Crafter's Companion. They're a stacking set to add depth and dimension. And then she can add some gems or bling or whatever she wants to down the center of the butterflies. The albums are all pamphlet stitched in the center here. And then 3 different bird cages. Again, Shabby themed pinks. I used a lot of pinks and soft colors. So again, these 2 bird cages have stands that she kind of doesn't have to use, and then there's a couple birds in there, and then the larger bird cage is part of Cuttlebug set from Joann's, I believe. And then there are 3 corners in here. 2 of them have butterflies, and then this is just a straight corner. And then 3 more package toppers. These are the, I want to say like 4x3 plastic envelope thingies too. They're self-adhering. Oop, I lost this. I'm not really impressed with this washi tape, unfortunately, even though it says Paris on it. The clock is from Bo Bunny that I picked up at Tuesday morning. There are 3 of those in there, but it's a really pretty cut, and it cuts very well. And then the last of the die cuts, and there's only one of these, is a library card and tag. Well, the pouch, the card, and then there's a tag that goes with that. So I picked that up on Allie also. So anyway, these are the papers from this album here. And then that's just gonna go like that. The second one is using Prima's Lavender paper. Again, so all of these keys are different. They came from the 4-pack from Michael's, I think it was last year, maybe even the year before, where they had the keys in the $1.50 bin. And again, eyelet, the lace, the buttons, they're all the same. All the cuts are the same throughout each of these. So I'm just going to flip through and show you the papers that I chose. Oh, sorry about the glare there. For the album. And again, not impressed with the washi. I'm going to have to make sure they're all adhered before I send them out in the mail today. This one particularly is going to go to my swap partner. I gave her a picture and showed her all 4 and let her choose one. And then the other 3 will just be sent to my partners. I just wanted her to have first choice because I want them to use it too. This is the Cherry Blossom Prima paper. And I believe that I actually pulled this from a different pad, and I will show you the paper again at the end. This is very soft, and I just love I love those colors. So the papers used for this album are as such. And there's the clocks and the tag toppers again. And then, oh, there we go. So that is the third album. And then the fourth album, this is the different one. This is the DCWV, Meet Me in Paris. And I actually love this paper. I did a loaded envelope out of this paper pad and loved it. It looked great. So if she chooses to journal or put a title on this, if she uses it, she would have room to do so there. These papers are a little bit more modern with the gold, but I actually like this a lot too. And then it ends with those. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Again, I just want to give credit to Wendy for this little journal fastening project, because I love it. It was just a great idea to do with this, especially with the muslin on the front. So let me just show you the paper pads. Okay, so here's Prima's Love Story. I did use this. That's actually where that, nope, that's the wrong one, sorry, here. That's where that 4x3 card came from, would be the Love Story paper pad. And I love the papers in this, although I didn't have enough of the ones that I really loved to do the whole thing with. So anyway, love that. Here is the Cherry Blossom paper. That was actually one of the albums that I did. And then two more with the Prima Lavender. I think we all know and have seen lots of projects made out of that. And then the Prima Rose Quartz. Again, these were all picked up at Hobby Lobby. And then the last of them were the, oh, actually, here's the Meet Me in Paris, the DCWV. This is actually a great paper collection. I love that one, loved that one, loved that one, and I used that with the gold too. So anyway, great paper. And last but not least, and I used this one for some of the die cuts just because it was older and looked really nice, and I like the old scripts. I did use some other papers for some of the die cuts, but I primarily stuck with this grouping just because it was older and shabbier and looked vintage. So I thank you for joining me. I'm glad you stopped in to take a look. Thank you. Have a good day.